The other day, one of my daughters referred to serotonin as the happy chemical. And there was some part of me that felt very deflated, that after a decade or so of my own personal crusade against the chemical imbalance theory of depression and mental illness, including a New York Times bestselling book, a subsequent book, dozens of blogs and interviews internationally, that this myth is still so pervasive. And that's why I'm super excited about Dr. Joanna Moncrief's recent review that collates much of the existing evidence that flies in the face of these chemicals having anything to do with mood and associated medications, therefore playing any role in correcting a so-called imbalance. It's been called the monoamine hypothesis since its inception, and it's a hypothesis because it has never actually been validated. And we have direct-to-consumer advertising and some nefarious shenanigans on the part of pharma to thank for how it is that we've come to this conclusion collectively and socially that our mood, behavior, or cognition has something to do with faulty chemistry that can be corrected by synthetic medications. And it's actually been since the 1990s that a discipline called psychoneuroimmunology has positioned something called the cytokine theory as the primary explanation for what we are calling depression and other so-called mental illnesses. And this means that your body is biologically having a wise response to perceived misalignment with your lived experience, which of course necessarily includes your beliefs, your emotions, and underlying trauma patterns that are driving your lifestyle experience and your associated choices. This theory empowers you because fundamentally there is a recognition that there's nothing wrong with you and nothing ever was. You weren't born broken with faulty chemistry that needs to be corrected by some exogenous chemical. Your symptoms are an invitation. They are a messenger from you to you about you, so that you can finally recognize that the way you are going about being yourself is not working, and that it's time to get real, get well, and get free. As I say in my recent book, Own Yourself. We've also published an IRB-approved randomized trial of my program, Vital Mind Reset, to evidence the power of lifestyle change in alleviating the symptoms of so-called depression. But what I really think is at work is the reclamation of the power of your choice, which is the beginning of the path home to yourself. So if you can recognize that the truth is your brain is not broken, that antidepressants are creating an entirely new environment for your body to adapt to, for better or for worse, and that your symptoms represent an opportunity to reclaim your power, your life, your pleasure, your expansion, and to get on the magic carpet ride of your most audacious existence, you might think twice about walking that prescription over to CVS.